Well, the big news this week is I got a new hat. So, check that out. Brahma. They're really cool. They definitely did not sponsor us anyway. I just really like their hats. This past week was really challenging after getting back up the mountain pass after dealing with the whole brake line rupture. Thanks for all of the nice and supportive comments that we received on all of our platforms. It's much appreciated.
Got it all taken care of. It's safe.
And we're now just short of 10% of our goal on Patreon now. We have 8 patrons, so thanks for the new individuals who have signed up.
You guys rock.
And if you haven't checked that out yet, look in the description and it'll be sitting there. You can see the different tiers and the perks that you will receive for supporting this. All right, everyone can see Gideon too. I forget people are interested in our dog as well.
Of course.
He's still emotionally unstable, but we love him. Enjoy the vlog. He's smelling my new hat. It smells very leathery. Ooh, licked it. Thanks, buddy. Bye.
Bye.
Wow. I have been selling like mad. Listen, we're not wealthy people. Let me tell you that right off the bat. But you've got shit laying around your place that people want. Like this garbage Philips DVD VHS combo player that's been sitting around. I'm getting $20 for this. I've talked about and I mentioned, and I may have said I was going to do a Facebook Marketplace Craigslist video around the corner, which I still plan on doing. But if you are thinking about getting into bus life within the next year and a half, you need to get really serious about selling all your shit right meow. It's now just 3 weeks short of when Monica and I are supposed to be out of our apartment. And we've been selling stuff like crazy over the last 6 months, but there's just shit everywhere. Stuff over here. All of this stuff we're selling. This is some more garage sale stuff too. We've got shit in here and other shit. So the real reason why I'm recording right now is because Monica is about to come home from her very last day of work. Oh, it's really happened. I just had my first full week to myself. I got our first conversion vlog edited earlier this week. I took photos and posted a ton of stuff for sale. I've been a good stay-at-home fiance, and I've done dishes and laundry and tried to be good, even though this place still looks like a disaster. And then once Monica gets here, my aunt and uncle, Lisa and Shane, hello, how do you do, are going to be taking us out for a little celebration dinner. And I am just really excited to start our life of being fun employed together. I know Monica's going to be really happy to be done with work, but I also think she's going to be pretty sad to be done with work just because, you know, she's a good person and she likes her coworkers and, you know, it's always bittersweet. I mean, I was the same way. Like, I miss my coworkers. Like, I miss you guys, genuinely. But then, like, I also don't miss being there. So, you know, it's just one of those things. I'm, like, super nervous for when Monica gets home. Just excited. Should be really soon.
Hi.
Yay!
Get my cry face on camera.
Oh, nice. I knew you'd have your cry face.
Yeah.
Did you get flowers for me?
No.
That's so nice.
Hi.
You wouldn't believe how quickly I just jumped up out of my seat in order to get the camera going.
Oh my god, I bet.
You like ran up the stairs.
Was there even a battery in it?
Yeah, I switched out everything.
Oh.
I've been preparing. Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
This is
It's weird.
the first time of us being officially fun employed together.
Is it? We were unemployed when we went to Chicago.
I said fun employed.
Oh,
okay,
yeah, that's
I'm really
true.
taking on your mantra here.
Just, I don't know. Well, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I've been there forever, so.
Yeah. If you had a child, as long as you'd be there, they'd be in like the first grade.
Yeah.
going into the second grade.
Yeah, if you want to look at it that way.
I always look at things from a pregnancy standpoint.
Oh, okay.
Is there any particular thoughts you have?
As exciting as this adventure is, it's just like changes a lot to handle.
Well, I love you, and I'm glad we're doing this.
Me too.
And I like your cry face.
Thanks.
At least when it's not because of me.
Yep.
Monica don't want to be on camera because she's crying,
I keep crying.
but I asked her, I go, how was the day? Because the last day is crazy.
Yeah, it didn't even feel real until like lunchtime. We had lunch ordered in, and a couple people who weren't working came in and said bye, and then I was like, oh shit, this is happening. And then like the last 30 minutes I was like, wait a second, how have I gone from like being like, oh geez, I still have to work for another year and a half, to just being like, wow, I have 25 minutes left in my shift here. It's just really weird.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's just kind of like what you said. Like, this is something we've so intentionally planned for such a long period of time in order to make happen. The fact that it's like now actually fully happening in the regard of like we're no longer at our jobs is just fucking mind-blowing. Like, I don't really know many people that have done something so intentional with what they want to do in their future, and all we're doing is living in a bus full time.
Yeah.
But it's still quite a crazy commitment in some way, strangely. So I'm up early this morning because I scheduled a Facebook Marketplace deal at 8 a.m. and it's pouring rain outside. So this is what I look like. I just thought you guys would like to get this, right. So this is a miniature version of the fridge, or cooler I should say, that we were going to use in the bus. We bought a 52 quart Coolatron 12-volt cooler for $125 originally to use as our fridge. After I became familiar with these, I found this at Goodwill for only $9. So subsequently, I threw this up for sale, and I'm flipping it, and I'm selling it for $30 this morning. So it's just a nice little way where you could make a little bit of extra money on the side. If you're near Goodwills or thrift stores, like I flip stuff all the time, especially on Facebook Marketplace. Ooh, this is a fun look. You look beautiful.
Tired.
Oh, she's so cute. Monica brought me these flowers home last night. They are beautiful. Thanks, babe. Hashtag she cares.
Those are for me.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Bummer. It's nice of your work. Your work, maybe? No?
Yes. My other boyfriend.
I was going to say your work boyfriend, but I didn't want to be inappropriate.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. This is my life. It's already getting really late. We're really being slow this morning. It's like past 9 o'clock, but I just finished my work week forever yesterday. I can't talk right now. Excuse me. So we needed kind of a mental morning.
We were
I
like,
need to start this over.
no, it's perfect. Monica was like,
I'm
what are we having
confused
for
and
lunch? And she's like, I guess peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, because that's what our budget includes now, is peanut butter and jellies.
Yep.
I don't like peanut butter, so almond butter and jellies, which is more expensive. But I'm a queen like that, so.
Oh, yes, you are. There he is again, the star of the show, looking for his things.
Did you show them the
What's he looking for today?
I don't know what happens is I think of something and then I lose it because I'm like, oh, I should bring this over because that's a scooter thing. And then I go back to like, oh, what was I needing? And then I'm like, maybe I wasn't needing anything. And then I'm like, oh, I needed to bring this to sharpen it. And I was like, that wasn't it though. So I don't know what the other thing was that I need. Like, this is my life.
Your daily life must be really fucked up.
It's really loud in my head. Always. Oh, it's raining cats and dogs.
Yeah, it's raining pretty hard.
Can we do some urban kayaking?
Probably could on our street.
Yeah, the sidewalk is flowing, you know. So discombobulated means you're not organized. So does bobulated mean you're getting organized? Like, oh,
Yeah.
guys, I gotta get bobulated real quick.
Sounds dirty.
Sounds right. Gotta get bobulated. Who's Bob? Why are we getting lated?
He forgot something. Ran inside to get our power tools that we will probably need today.
Oh, hello. Diesel.
What is wrong with you, boy? What? Contrast looks great, babe.
It's nice and overcast.
Yeah.
Come on, fucking asshole.
Do you not know I was filming? Hey, what's up, you guys?
Mark here.
Today we're going to be talking about conspiracies. Not just kidding. Today we're going to be talking about buses. That was a pretty good Shane Dawson impression. Turn this heat off because Mama's sweating through her coat right now.
I'm wet
and
soggy.
Oh, okay. Well, we gotta go. You told me to grab the camera. I know.
Yeah, just get Jim on camera. People miss him.
Oh, good morning.
Say hi to the people.
Good morning,
You
Bus Like Possible followers.
You probably have fans by now, Jim.
I'm sure
Probably
I do.
do. She's
Here
probably-
I go, turning off Jim's.
Changing my world again. And let me thank you from the bottom of my heart for that.
Welcome back. We had an extended breakfast lunch conversation, and so it's now like noon, and we're getting started.
It's time to go home now.
It's time to go home. Thanks. All right. Awesome. Subscribe, comment, like. See ya. I feel like this is like the changing point. I feel like there's no going to be any more angry, angstful Cole. I think it's just going to be cheery and happy from here on out.
Thank you, God. Thank you. He answered my prayers.
So I'm probably wrong though, but
You're like, why are you using?
What are you doing, Cole?
I'm using your soapy water to clean out the funnel for the diesel.
You think maybe it's time to invest in a real funnel for this?
I did. I bought these funnels for this whole journey, and it just so happens I'm innovative, and I came up with this contraption for the diesel.
It's really nice.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
It's probably gonna get shit all over our diesel tank.
All over the side of the bus. Okay. If you feel good about it, I feel good about it.
I don't. I'm just lazy.
I know.
Well, she's working on this.
yeah, getting that taken care of.
So we'll get this done here. We'll get a mark for the cutout on this thing.
Yeah.
We'll get a cord out here. We'll get some heat. And then we'll figure out how we're going to get this all attached. And then we can make up some sub pieces to
For the seat.
for the seat and everything.
Cool.
Why don't you sit down on this and
Careful with the,
see how this feels, how it looks and feels shoulder wise. So that's starting to get relatively close for her.
Well,
Okay.
Of course, that's probably plumb there.
For her.
Shoulders.
Oh, because we gotta.
we're not going to be like inside of it.
Well, depends how far out you decide to put these cushions.
That's gonna be my side. That side, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess
That's
yeah.
funny. I like that. How'd you come up with that? Because you're left-handed?
Yeah, because he's left-handed. They're gonna be
Yeah,
the same,
Jim.
They're gonna be the same width though, so.
Vlog editing.
You seem like you like it right there.
It's very nice. I love your wood.
How's it feel?
Homie. What am I
looking for from like a shoulder perspective?
Yeah.
I feel like it's as good as it gets.
Okay.
And if it's not as good as it gets, then I'm just gonna have Jim redo it. So
There you go. You'll see it, Cole. Steady. Okay, there you go.
oh, thank God, that was close. Jim almost killed me. Whoa!
Oh my
We're on
god.
a slant. this gun actually, so
Just
I
use it until it's.
forgot you can just do that.
Okay.
Move those fingers.
Nice and easy. Okay, hold that thought. Okay.
Right around there.
Yeah. Is that as tight as you can get that?
Well, I mean, for the moment, question mark. Maybe you just.
No. Go ahead and see if you can tighten that one.
You ready?
Yep. Okay. There's going to be plywood all the way across.
Okay,
Cleat on here. Screw it down.
gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so it's this plus 3/4.
Because there's 3/4 plywood underneath.
Yeah, on the shelf itself. So from the floor, the cutout is at least 22 inches.
Yeah.
So looking at that, that's the back of it. That's the refrigerator is right in here.
So let's spin this around.
And you're out to about here where the blue line is.
That's perfect.
So I think we're okay that way.
Yeah, it's gonna work. Great. On Monday, we're gonna go back to looking at those wires in the cabinet, right?
Yeah.
Where's your marks on? Oh, right here and right there.
That's what you got left up at the top.
Perfect. Right?
Yeah.
But
Well, the plywood of the seat goes down an inch, so we're still good that way. All right.
all right, Dan. Oh, you brave.
Okay.
How do you know that's lined up correctly?
Well, by the measurement.
Do you not want to run it down for a particular reason?
See, ideally, I want to go this way.
Oh, okay.
If I want to cut further this way and I go like this, it
'cause-
wants to throw it at
Because
me.
the blade?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because of the direction the blade's going. Now I got to clean up this corner here. Hold on to that. That could be a very
Nice piece of wood.
nice piece of wood for something.
Tell you what, that didn't give me anxiety.
Why? You'd have to watch me build it again?
Yeah.
If I could take that. It is painful.
It's
Believe me, I know.
It's really just the expensive plywood.
Unbelievable, Hieronymus. It's
like $50 a sheet.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's looking almost correct.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's got enough clearance.
Say what? Not enough clearance?
I don't think so, Clarence.
The 22 wasn't high enough?
I don't think so.
I thought it was going to be a little short when you did that originally. Oops, sorry. My
Did
bad.
I not add the 3/4 to that?
No. Oh yeah, you probably didn't add the 3/4. Who says we need plywood underneath it? Isn't there plywood on the ground already?
Right, but you gonna screw that shelf bracket to the bottom of the cooler?
Right.
Well, let's see what kind of thickness plywood we got, but either way,
So hard to find good workers these days, you know?
it is.
I mean, it looks beautiful for what it is.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Mm.
So
That's fucking painful.
where do we go from here?
Well, I recut it. We have to add enough clearance to...
And it's still going to be thick enough?
The only other thing is, let me see if there's any other... Let me see if I got any different slides.
This is so nerve-wracking. Monica spent a ton of time on this dinette, so you just like don't want to fuck it up. But it's also so close to not working because we went with a new fridge, which we're really happy with, but it's getting tight.
We could use these laying them flat. Like this. Okay.
You just want to graze a little off, or no?
No.
Just leave it be.
I think we're going to go with that.
Yeah, it looks like it's actually when you stood it up right like that, Jim.
Yeah,
it looks
see,
like
like
it got
straight.
a little more.
It should have enough.
Yeah. Holy fuck, that's crazy.
Well, here's the deal. They're designed to be used like this.
Yeah.
We're taking them like this.
Correct.
So now,
It's been
this is what the issue is with the weight of the cooler out here. Is that going to drag?
You probably, but maybe we put a little.
I'm wondering if we could put a little piece of plastic
Yeah.
somehow on that to where this is a vinyl floor, or what kind of floor was this?
Yeah, it's just gonna be like outdoor vinyl shit. That looks like wood. Number one tip: find yourself a future father-in-law that's a carpenter, and you can take all of his shit out of his shop and be like, "Yeah, we can use this. It wouldn't be a problem. How do you feel about giving up your weekends for the next 6 months?" So we came up with a really ingenious solution. I'm going to give Jim Park credit because it's his materials, but instead of doing like a 3/4 inch piece of plywood, we're going to use a piece of galvanized steel or steel.
Just regular steel.
Regular steel, like 1/16 of an inch, real thin. I got to cut it to size on top of the sliders, and that's going to give us a little bit more head clearance then too. It's heavy, but it's going to be much thinner.
Give me a left or right on this, Cole.
Give me a left or right on this. I don't know what that means.
This way.
Oh, like the dinette as a whole?
Yeah. Yeah, big boy. This is kind of that blue line. There it is back
No,
again.
we'll check that back edge. There you go. I mean, that's right then, right? Or no?
Well, you and all your shit you were talking about swinging here and all this, is that where it's going to go left
Yeah,
or right?
it's just the I was just making sure that this seat wasn't going to be in the way, and it isn't. So we can actually bring it back just a little bit too if we wanted to.
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
But I guess this comes the question of how far apart did we want us to be while sitting down. This
Right.
was the original measurement, it seems like, that we did. Correct? Or
Yeah, there's a line back here that's on the ground, and this is close.
So naturally you just trust yourself from 4 months ago when you did that, right?
I want to recuse myself.
Yeah.
I don't know if those cushions, are they cushions or hard seats?
They're hard seats.
Okay. We'll get a measurement, top and bottom,
Of
back to backs.
Gotcha.
Get one at the very bottom of the seat. They get one between the two seats at the bottom. Those are the 3 measurements you need.
Gotcha. So this is going to sound really ridiculous, but I'm actually going to go up to Jimmy John's and take measurements of their seating area, because when Monica and I were there about a couple months ago, I was like, wow, these are like perfect 2-person seats. Like, couldn't you imagine us sitting at seats that were like this wide in the bus? And we're trying to judge, gunshots again, we're trying to judge where the seat, the left seat's going to go so we can mount it in place, and that's going to be our finished dinette area. So
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get measurements at Jimmy John's. So that was pretty much as awkward as you would imagine, but I got the measurements. Their dinette was a lot smaller than I remember it being, and I remember being like, yeah, this is kind of manageable. Like, we could actually possibly make this work. So if we just expand the numbers just a bit, I think it's going to be like perfect, and we won't be cramped at all. So what'd you get?
See what we got. I got some high heat paint because our stove is rusty and it rubbed off onto our face frame of our cabinet. So I'm gonna sand down the metal and spray it with this aluminum color. And I got paint thinner and some more spar varnish.
Cool.
What's happening over there?
It's
There's
Union.
Just,
There's gunshots.
And
I mentioned
sirens. It's all good.
I mentioned it on the way of going to Jimmy John's. It's just what happens. I got great news, Jim. I took pictures of everything, so I didn't even have to write anything down.
Okay. Good. That's really well within pretty much what they had. I mean, I'm not talking about fractional inches, but we're within a couple
Yeah,
inches.
the 24-inch tabletop seemed a bit small to me. If we could make the tabletop just a bit larger in length, like
This direction.
the table itself. Like, if the table could be a little bit longer and we ended up working just a couple inches further away from each other, I think it would be perfect.
Yeah, it's just going to make it a little harder to get in and out of it. But once you're in it, you're in it.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to move the oven so we can take off this trim here, and I will spray paint it.
I like
it will look nice.
it looking like this personally.
Well, the problem with it is if it gets wet, this rust is going to continue to come off onto this because it's already all over this. That's already has to be repainted, so
It's not. It's just because we've been moving this in and out. It's not the rust even.
it is rust, yeah.
All right, lots of projects. Monica's undoing the oven to repaint it. Jim is being a trooper with the dinette, and I'm gonna start grinding that small piece of steel that we're gonna use as the base for our fridge, since that's gonna be a strong, thin solution for the pull-out cabinet.
Everything I do it my way. Everywhere I go, I hear 'em say, I like that. Nothing to prove. I'm doing my thing. Yeah, you can do it too. Just make the change.
Paying off?
I think it will. I feel much better. Like, this was all rusty and like crusty in the grossest way, so I
Yeah.
feel better about just using this oven in general.
I mean, let's be honest, it's a
I
little
mean-
rusty and crusty.
It is, but at least you won't see that.
Though it looks disgusting, it will look really cool. That's looking like a seat. Holy shit.
Yeah.
This is kind of scary. So tell them about your little squarish issue or whatever.
Oh, the top is leaning inward to exaggerate it. They're like this. So anything you square off the floor, since there really is no level, unless you leveled your bus up perfectly on concrete blocks and then built everything level from that, you're basically relying on square.
So you're kind of having to cut these sides and the seats a little bit at an angle,
These are fine,
but the back.
but the back, see, relates. That's close to about where it goes. And then we'll have to figure out how far up, which I think it was like 5 or so inches or 6 inches.
To do the little drawer.
We had to raise this so that your feet aren't dangling like a little kid in a high chair.
Yeah.
Did you show the seat yet?
Kinda, but you know, it's never another. Never enough. You can do it again. I'm really
Have a
jazzed.
seat.
I'm jazzed about the storage space on the back side of this
We've
thing.
got a good
Hey,
amount
Paul,
of
grab the nail.
space here, which is awesome. This is what we use to paint the oven. I'm hoping it works out. It's high heat up to 1200 degrees, and obviously there's a picture of the grill on the front, so I'm just gonna assume that this is gonna turn out great. This is pretty. Yeah, it just looks so much better. I'm very happy with it. This looks funky as hell, I'm not gonna lie. it kind of bothers me, but like the inside's pretty clean. And I think once we put these newly painted pieces on, it's just gonna like liven it up so much. So I'm super excited that I decided to do this.
Guys, you've missed so much. Monica took you away.
Yep.
I'll never let her do it again.
I figured. I thought you were gonna come running back any second and ask me for the camera.
I just get concerned that like you're not vlogging and then it's sitting there and then too much time passes and then people don't know what we did. People want to know.
What you doing?
I'm picking out the right size screws. You said 5?
5 of them.
Fuck a duck.
Imperfect. Good.
One pull away from
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like you're 1 second you're perfect, and the next second it's like, yeah, well that was useless. But that's part of the reason why we have the glue on there too. This one here is going to be like Velcroed, like friction fit.
Okay.
That one's going to be screwed in from underneath, because this is the one Cole's got to take out someday if he needs to actually get into that.
Okay.
So you don't want to have to unscrew this,
Yeah.
or do you?
I thought we had it like on a hinge or something.
You're
He's
Just
getting
want a hinge.
fancy.
Just want a hinge. Just want a hinge, people.
So how you two doing there?
Good, stop kicking me.
Cozy.
Oh God.
It's not big enough.
We done?
I think we're done for the day. Cole's really
Yeah.
hungry.
Yeah, we're both hungry. It's not a good combination. Hi.
She's so adorable. How did I get so lucky?
Same. No.
Monica and I have got a ton to do at the apartment. It's going to be crazy to balance not only the bus build, but then also wrapping up the apartment. We've got to be out at the end of the month, and it just seems like we have an endless amount of stuff to do at the apartment, let alone getting the actual bus ready for us to be moving into as well. Monica, you did a really good job with the oven.
Thanks.
It's going to look really sweet.
Hope so.
I'm just super stoked we've got a dinette, and sorry the lights are flashing because of my janky wiring I
It
did.
looks crazy in here.
That's what happens when Cole wires things.
Strobe light. Anyways, see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.